why I never pray to see angels anymore. So, I don't want to hold that. I should probably just unplug it for these. Yeah, there was one night I was like really motivated and excited and was like, yeah, I want to pray to see angels, and so like was deep in prayer and was like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna pray, because like I had went to like prayer group, like whatever, and we were praying and prophesying and like all these things, and I was like really like caught up in the moment, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and pray to see angels, like really like pray. And so I went home and that's what I did. I haven't done it since. So I am somebody who, if you're new here, I'm Brixenta. I'm a singer, I'm a fitness instructor, and I can see in the spirit realm. I haven't really talked about this side of things before. This is only my second video sorry if I flipped you off if you're in the UK. This is only my second video talking about it, because I'm like, these things are so crazy that people either aren't going to believe me or they're going to think I'm crazy and hallucinating, or maybe on drugs, which I've never done drugs in my life. So I've decided that I don't want to hide any part of myself anymore just because it makes other people uncomfortable. And so this is a part of myself that is a big part of myself that I held back for a long time. So we're going to talk about it. And so I get home and I sit in the middle of the floor, much like I am right now, except for I'm on a chair right now. If you can even see, like my legs crossed, like so. Oh, you can't see me. Can you see me in the mirror? Can you see me in the mirror? Anyways, you get the point. I moved the table. I know. And yes, this is how I film videos. I should probably set up a second camera when I do these, because oh my gosh, the behind the scenes, before and after, and sometimes even during. Sorry. Anyways, so one night I went home and I was praying. I was sitting in the middle of the floor praying, and I had my eyes closed and my head down like this. And I was like, okay, God, open my eyes. I want to see angels. And like I was praying really deep about a bunch of different things, but like one in particular, I was like, I really want to see an angel. Like, bring an angel in here. Let me see him right now. I hear my papers start to rustle. My piano was nearby and I had sheet music sitting on it. And I hear that sheet music starting to rustle. There were no fans on. The windows were not open. It was winter time. I don't think that I had the heater on because it wasn't even cold enough, and it was only like a really small heater, but it wasn't on. Nothing was on. They had never done that before with like the vents, like the heat coming through any of the vents, or anything like that. They had been sitting there for a really long time. It's been a while, so I don't remember how long, but I start hearing the paper rustle and I was like terrified. So I'm sitting there like paralyzed because I was like, don't look, just keep my head down. And I was like, maybe it'll stop. Like, maybe I'm imagining that. Maybe I can, trying to explain it away. And I was like, because at first I was like, what is it? What is that sound? And then I realized it was my papers rustling around, and I was like, no, I can't explain that. I have no explanation for why my papers were rustling around. I don't know. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and not look. I don't want to see an angel anymore. I changed my mind. I'm scared. I don't want to see this. No. And so I hear the papers rustle around some more. They had like stopped for a little bit, and then it did it again. And it went on for a while. It was like a couple of minutes at least. And then I hear this like wind. Like, if you like take a rope or something and like swing it around and around really fast, how it makes that whir sound, like like it was kind of like that. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I changed my mind. I don't want to see anything. At this point, I still am sitting on the floor, in the middle of the floor, muscles stiff, because I'm like, this is my room. I don't know what's happening. I have to sleep here tonight. I don't want to see what's happening. I don't want to see an angel anymore. I am absolutely terrified. I should not have prayed for this. This was a terrible idea. And then I hear tapping on the window, which I lived in a basement and it was a big egress window. So I was like, I'm thinking, like, did somebody, like, walk by the house, see my light on, and, like, start tapping on the window? That's terrifying. Is there an angel standing right in front of me, tapping on the window? Because I had, like, this was, like, all these sounds, like, happened pretty close together. And so I was like, the tapping on the window, I have to look up now. Like, I feel so strongly like I have to look up now. And I was so scared. And so I slowly raise my head and, like, creak my eyes open. And I look in the window and I see a rat run up. Oh, it was a white one. And then I see a white rat with brown spots run up. And I was like, and then I thought I saw a third one, but that one was so fast that I couldn't tell if that was nothing. You know how if you kind of think you see, but those two I saw very clearly, and I heard them, like, run up the window. And yeah, that was the end of that experience, thankfully. The papers, by the time I had looked up, the wind had stopped and the papers had stopped rustling. But the rats I had told my roommate about, I was like, yeah, last night I was praying and I saw these rats in the window, just so you know. And I was just telling her. I wasn't, like, expecting anything to happen, but it was her house. Like, she owned the house and I was just renting from her. And she was like, oh, I'll have my fiance spray for rats, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And a couple days later, I heard a tapping on the window again. And I see that white rat run up the window again. And I was like, that's weird. This happened 3 times. And the third time, I was like, this is so weird. It's wintertime, and these white rats are running up my window. It's super bizarre. And I'm pretty sure it's the same ones, because I saw the white one 3 times. The white and brown one I only saw the 1 time. And the third one, I don't know if that was there or not, or if that was, like, just a glimpse. I don't know. But I researched it because I was like, this is so weird. And those rats were specifically bred to be house rats and could not survive even a day outside, especially not in the winter. And I was just like, wait, because the second and third time that I saw them, I wasn't praying to see an angel. I was, however, praying. So I was like, wait a minute. Because I think that's what made me look it up, because I was like, that's super weird that this is happening in the winter, and it's all 3 times I was praying. And so I looked it up and I was like, wait. So you mean to tell me that these rats were in the spirit realm? They were not in our world. They were in the spirit realm. I, to this day, have no idea what to do with that information. But I was like, and then I told my roommate, and she's like, yeah, I was kind of confused by that, and I kind of thought that might be the case. And I was like, what? What do you mean you thought that might be the case? Like, that wasn't even within my realm of possibility. Like, I did not understand. But praying to see an angel terrified me. Like, I was so scared when I still pretty sure that there was an angel in there, and I'm pretty sure the wind was the angel's wings, and I was just like, I'm so glad that I didn't actually see it, because I think, like, which this sounds so messed up, but I'm actually far more scared to see an angel than I am to see a demon. Like, I've seen demons before, but, like, an angel, I'm like, I don't want to see. And, like, I can know they're there, but, like, actually seeing one and like, in front of me, like a real apparition, I'm like, no. It still scares me, and I'm like, maybe if it wasn't in my own house, maybe. Big maybe. But I'm like, in my own house, I'm like, I have to sleep here. Like, and if, like, I'm about to be in danger, there is an angel named Michael. He comes and visits me. Don't know why. I'm thankful, but at the same time, like, whenever I know he's around, I'm like, man, because it's about to get demonic. Like, some demonic activity around is going to happen. And, like, it's, like, one of these things where it's, like, it's because I believe in it so strongly, and like know that I know, but like the rats and the lady on the bridge are the only two like aberrations that I've seen that, well, the rats happened 3 times that I know of. The lady on the bridge, I was like, that one, we had a full-fledged conversation. I really thought she was there, but she wasn't. That's a story for another day if you haven't heard it yet. It is out there, but I can tell it again. If you want me to tell it again, leave it in the comments. But like, besides those two things, I don't know that I've seen a real aberration. And I've seen things in the spirit realm going on in my house. I've heard things. I've seen things, but no aberrations. Is that what they're called? Like, to be, I don't know if I was home alone or not, but like I was definitely in my room by myself when this happened. To like be in your room by yourself and then to suddenly have a being standing in front of you and it not be one of your roommates, and you didn't let them, I mean, you did let them in, but you didn't let them in, is absolutely terrifying. So I was so scared that I never prayed that again. I have prayed to see in the spirit realm again. If I feel unsafe about something, I'll ask what's going on. I didn't used to know how to control it, so everything was just overwhelming. Now I know how to control it better. If it's super intense, I can't always control it. Like, it's just there. It's just there. There's no on and off switch. If it's not super intense though, I can usually control it. Like what I'm seeing, what I'm not seeing. Typically don't ask to even see anything unless I think I need to for some reason. Like the last story I told, or like if something's about to be unsafe. Because one, it's overwhelming, and two, like, if I were to actually be standing face to face with an angel, that sounds absolutely terrifying. Where, like, a demon, I can just be like, I can make that thing go away. Whereas an angel, it's like, they're good, so I don't necessarily want to make it go away, but they're also super holy, so it's actually terrifying. Because, like, a demon, it's no good. You don't want it around. Well, at least me. I don't want it around. So I'm like, that's easy to know how to deal with. But an angel, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. Anyways, so that's why I don't pray to see angels anymore. I had prayed before that, I think, but not like that intensely. But that was the last time. That was the last time I prayed to see an angel. Because I've been too big of a chicken to pray again. Too scared. Maybe one day I'll pray again. Not in my house, but maybe one day I'll pray again, but I haven't yet. I've got lots and lots of stories. If you want to hear more stories, leave a comment below. Some stories are just crazy stories, like the guy in my mom's car, which I can tell you about that. It was early one morning when everybody was still sleeping. I passed him, and I heard a tapping on the window. That was terrifying. Or let's see, the woman on the bridge who wasn't actually there. Yep. We had a full-fledged conversation, cross paths. I turn around, she's gone. That was real crazy. The flashlights in there turning on by themselves in the middle of the night, about 3 a.m. every single time it did. Super weird. Super weird. I've heard the angel's wing sounds. I've heard that many times. It hasn't happened in a really long time, actually, probably like 10 years. But like there used to be like, so, but I think it was because I like saw so much in the spirit realm and didn't know how to control what I was seeing, what I wasn't seeing. There was like so much warfare that was going on, and any time that I heard that warning sound, it was like I knew that I needed to like pray into whatever was going on, because like there was some demonic spiritual things going on that needed to be taken care of. And eventually I figured out that it was like angels' wings, and like they were coming as a warning. But like there's just so much that I've experienced that I'm sure like talking about it again will bring up the memories, and I will be able to recall more, and you guys can ask questions. I may not have an answer, and if I don't have an answer, I'll tell you I don't have an answer. But like I've been able to tell people things about themselves that there's no possible way that I could have known. So if you're a Christian, you'd probably call it prophecy. If you're not, you'd probably call it psychic. I don't really know. I don't know. It's like a really interesting, it's been a big, huge journey of learning how to navigate through these gifts and feeling like a crazy person and not wanting to talk about it because I feel like a crazy person, but I'm no longer holding that back because it's such a huge part of my day-to-day life. And I'm pretty open with you guys, except for that huge area of my life. So we're about to change that this year. And this year too, like, we're gonna go on a bunch of adventures. Some I'll take you with me, some I won't. Some I'll have people with me, some I won't. I always make sure I'm safe when I do these things, but like, I love exploring different things, and like, that's a part of me that has felt pretty creepy, and so I haven't shared a ton of it, but I'm deciding that if you guys think I'm creepy, then I'm just gonna have to be okay being creepy, like, embracing that, because I think I kind of am creepy. Like, I just walked through a graveyard tonight just because I wanted to go for a walk, like, and there was a ton of crows, like hundreds. If I remember, I'll insert a clip. There's so many. It's like a freaking horror film here. Oh, they're flying here. Now? There were so many crows. It was like a horror film. I didn't feel uneasy though, but it was weird. But like, what I like doing is like going to places that people don't really go, but like, it's an adventure. So what I'm gonna start doing is going to like cool graveyards, ghost towns, and possibly some abandoned places that are either legal to go to, not either legal to go to and safe, possibly abandoned. We'll see about that one. I don't know how easy that will be to find. I have no idea how to find abandoned places, but like, ghost towns, like, super cool. Like, you know, they used to be a town, but they're abandoned, and like, and this isn't me intending on anything like spiritual by any means. In all reality, I'm pretty sure it's going to lead that direction. That's not my plan. I'm not ready to accept that yet. Pretty sure that's where everything's pointing. So many times I've talked to people about it, and like, it all keeps, even though I've never said anything paranormal, like, everybody just jumps straight to paranormal, and I'm like, I never said, anyways. That's a whole other thing. So who knows? I may end up doing some paranormal stuff, but that's not my plans as of right now. My plans right now are to explore some different things though, and some of them I'll bring you guys along, and some of them I'll be by myself with you guys, and some of them I'll be or with somebody with you guys. I don't know how many people I'm gonna be collaborating with, but we're gonna explore some things. I'll tell you some more stories, and if I don't take you guys with me and some crazy things happen, I'll tell you the stories of what happens. But if you guys have questions, or if you have places you want me to go visit, like ghost towns or cool cemeteries, whatever, or even legal, like abandoned places that are like legal to go to, or like could be legal to go to, like if I did it too, like somehow legal. I don't want to do anything illegal, especially if I'm by myself. I don't want to do anything illegal. Leave a comment below. Let me know what kinds of things that you guys think would be interesting to either see or hear stories about, and maybe we can make it happen. Maybe we can't, or maybe it'll be a long ways off, whatever. But this year, my goal is to do a bunch of collaborations and to explore a bunch of things. Like, those are my two big things for 2024. Those are the two big things that I really, really want out of this year. And so that's what we're gonna do. But, yeah, I love you guys. You're big, big action. Bye! Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and merch link is in the description below. I love you so much. Dream big and take action. Bye!